Hi, I'm Lisa Griffin, and I work in San Diego, California as a teacher for 10th grade students. And I've been in education a long time, but um, really, when it comes to doing work with educational equity and really looking at what are predictable patterns of success and failure and how students are doing in schools, when I took Joe Truss's workshop last fall, he came to my organization and led a full one-day workshop on dismantling white supremacy culture in schools. I felt like it was the first time I've actually used the phrase white supremacy culture, even though I've been talking around it for a long time, as have many people that I have worked with and partnered with in all of the great and good things we were up to. I felt like to actually name it and to continue to be able to name it and to think about the systemic ways in which I have been raised and also have gone into education over the last 20 plus years as a white female educator. What were the implicit biases? What were the messagings and kind of sort of agreements almost that I had, even if I didn't agree with them explicitly, that I had become familiar with. Joe's workshop helped me really wrestle with in a confronting and really helpful way, really naming in a way that was new for me how I was very, very steeped in white supremacy culture myself, as well as kind of looking at the education system and the ways that the schools that I've been a part of and the different organizations I've worked with in education, how in some ways, I think the equity work is so important, and we're all talking about the same broad goals, but to actually name dismantling white supremacy culture in schools felt so refreshing and honest and real and actionable in a way that was tangible and concrete. And I knew coming out of that workshop some things that I wanted to be about, and I also knew some conversations I wanted to have with people in my family, with people in my peer group, and with some people at my school, asking some questions and also sharing what I'd gotten out of it. Definitely there's some strong reactions people have to the title of Joe's workshop. And I would say, embrace it, because we've got to face it to actually dismantle it. And so to look at white supremacy culture and to think about how many layers and layers of, centuries of messaging that have been we're all kind of pickled in it. And to interrogate it is actually, it's a way to take action that is honest. And it's also a way to really think about my own role, but also to really understand my school as part of a system, my classroom as part of a system, but on a larger scale, my organization, what's going on in our city and county, what's going on in our state and our country, internationally, and who is this system designed to benefit? Who is this system designed to maybe have sort of some collateral success in other populations and groups of people, but that's not centering people that are not part of the dominant kind of white society. So I urge you and can say with confidence and with gratitude that this workshop was really, 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 it's one that I'll never forget. It also feels like it sort of turned a corner for me. I had a bit of a pivot in my own racial identity awareness and my own conversations with my own kids and my husband. So yeah, there's still a lot that's happening in my school site and in my own classrooms and my projects, as well as at my organization. I feel like I've had a much stronger sense of allyship with other elbow partners who are really about dismantling white supremacy culture on a larger scale. And I'm eager to continue to do this work.